of the night, the engines roar. Sim Shack TV, giving you more. Lights on the track as the tension builds. Racing through the pixels, adrenaline spills. Grab your gear, get ready to ride. Slipstreams rolling, feel that pride. From the first lap to the last cross line, Sim Shack's got the action, every pulse divine. Racing with Sim Shack, hear the crowd cheer. Live from the fast lane, let's shift into gear. Feel the torque, let the throttle free. Every corner we own, just you and me. Sim Shack TV, ignite the spark. In this world of racing, we leave our mark. From the Nürburgring to Bathurst climb, racing legends born, transcending time. Streaming live battles where the racers unite. Every drift and every turn, every high-speed fight. Watch the pros glow as they chase the fame. Sim Shack's the name, remember the game. With every pit stop and brake lock squeeze, the thrill of the race sends us to our knees. Racing with Sim Shack, hear the crowd cheer. Live from the fast lane, let's shift into gear. Feel the torque, let the throttle free. Every corner we own, just you and me. Sim Shack TV, ignite the spark. In this world of racing, we leave our mark.
Welcome along to Sim Shack TV, everyone. Wednesday night is round 3 of our Sim Shack Summer Series. Tonight we're racing at Donington Park in the UK. As you can see from the screen, it is rather cloudy, but there is no rain forecast. Humidity is up though, around about 92% at the moment. Right, boys are down doing some qualifying. Got just over 5 minutes left, so while they're completing their qualifying, we'll take a quick look at the points. So currently, after the first 2 rounds, it's Ben Faulkner still leading. These points, by the way, show the drivers that have dropped their 3 first races. As you can see, some drivers I've only done 1 round, so this gives you a pretty good indication of where everyone stands. So it's Ben Faulkner on top with about a 28-point lead currently over Glenn Boyd and Henry Fenson, both on 219 points, equal second. Then we've got Wayne Losh, a couple of points behind, then Jack Boyd, another couple of points behind. Then Sean Doyle rounds out our top 6, followed by Ben Singer, Steve Barker, Moz Moroz, Dean Logsdale. That's our top 10. As you can see, we're only on round 3, so there's still a lot of points up for grabs, including tonight. Another 150 up for grabs tonight. So we might head down on track and see who's setting the timing sheets alight. Our timing tower. It's currently Ben Faulkner on top, just ahead of Jack Boyd, Ben Singer, Steve Daniels Jr. It's up into 4th. Wow, that's a big jump. And then it's Glenn Boyd, Oz Moroz, Loshi, Sean Doyle down in 8th. Darren Linus and Scott Harvey rounds out our top 10 at this stage. So I jump down and join Dave Gogol out on track. Some qualifying. See Ben Faulkner. It's just set a purple sector for sector 2, which is the best time overall. So it's like Ben's about to set a good time as Dave gets a little bit loose out of that final corner. Crosses the line. What does that do for Dave? Stays in 12th. Actually drops a spot now down to 13th. Still Ben Faulkner on top. But around about 7/10 over Jack at this stage. Of course, everything changes in the racing. Tonight, the inverted grids for race 2 and 3 are quite a bit bigger than what rounds 1 and 2 were, so that could potentially throw a bit of a spanner in the works. So, Sean Doyle. Where's Sean at the moment? He's jumped up into 3rd now. 5/1000th of a second ahead of Ben Singer. So quickly jump on board with Sean for this rest of this lap. Jack Boyd in the meantime has set a personal best for sector 1. Tyres might be getting a little bit tired about now. Pardon the pun. Jack Boyd set a personal best for the last sector and gone within 1.5 tenths now of Ben's time. Ben still holds that pole as Sean goes through the chicane down towards the hairpin. Should just about get this lap completed. Through the hairpin. One more turn. There's another tight left-hand turn back onto the main straight. Full throttle to the line. Let's see what this does for Sean. It was a personal best lap. And it's also closed him within 3.5 tenths now of young Jack. So it's fairly tight at the top as qualifying pretty much comes to an end. So let's quickly see if we can get a grid up while just got to wait for the session to flip over.
For races tonight, we have first race, which is a quick 13-minute late lap sprint race.
So it's going to be Ben Faulkner and Jack Boyd off of row 1. Row 2 will be Sean Doyle and Ben Singer. Row 3 will be Steve Daniels Jr. and Glenn Boyd. Row 4 will be Henry and Moz. In row 5, it'll be Loshi and Scott Harvey. And it will be Stephen Barker and Darren Linus. And it will be Dean Logsdale, Campbell Hutton. And Rob McGrath, Dave Gogol. And Brett Hadfield and Damien Seeger. Followed by Shannon Curry, Phil Paradiso. That's it for our 20 races tonight. As Donna joins us on the chat and says good luck to Sean. Just waiting on the lights now. Lights are on.
Green, green, green.
looks like Ben might have just smoked the tyres up a little bit on that start. Everyone gets away cleanly, which is good to see. Will be Ben leading him into turn one. Looks like Sean. Oh, Sean gets a little bit crossed up there. Cold tyres. It allows Jack back through into that second spot. So Ben tries to clear off at the front. Like everybody has settled down fairly quickly. It's still Ben Faulkner leading from Jack Boyd in second. Ben Singer up one spot now into that third spot. And it's Sean. Steve Daniels holds down fifth, followed by Moz. And it's Mr. Boyd Senior. Looks like Sean's trying to make a run. So we flip back. No, it's actually didn't quite pan out for him that time around. Again, he's going to have a look down into the hairpin. So many different lines you can take into this particular corner. Oh, Ben gets a little bit crossed up on the exit. That's opened the door for Steve Daniels, but I think Ben should have the inside run, which he does. That one of 8. Good clean racing so far, which is great to see. The 2 leaders have sort of disappeared. I don't think Jack's keen to let Ben out of his sights, but the battle with Sean and Ben, which Sean has now got the better of, seen them drop back around about a second, just over a second and a half off the front two. So jump back further in the pack. There's the battle. Loshy and Boyd Senior. Scott Harvey's tucked in behind these two. Just ahead is Henry, who is making a bit of a move on Oz as they come down through the chicane. Oz goes defensive. Could be able to hold that move. Although Henry got a good exit out of that corner. Will give him the inside run. Looks like Henry has now got that move made. So we jump on board with Henry. Fencing lap 3. Ben Faulkner in the meantime has set the fastest lap. So we jump back to Moz. He's now trailing Henry. Around half a second. Back with Loshy. Sure what's happened up ahead, but it looks like Ben has really opened up that lead now to over a second. Looks like Darren Linus is the first. What's happened to Darren? He's just run it a little bit wide out onto the grass, followed by Dave Gogol. They both managed to gather it up. Dropped a few positions, but still in the race, which is good. go back to the battle with Ben and Sean. So Big G now joins us on the broadcast. Evening, G. Back from your holidays yet, G, or still enjoying the sunshine at Venus Bay? Field has spread out somewhat. So Henry continues to make his way forward. We've got our first crasher of the night. This is Shannon Curry. Not sure what's happened to Shannon. He's got the Mobile 1 delivery on tonight. Oh, he's just got on the gas that little bit early and looped it. Again, managed to stay out of everyone's way. It's good to hear you're balancing your work and holidays, G. Back at work for a week and then off for another break. Sounds like a good plan to me. So the battle continues for third and fourth. Meanwhile, Jack is trying to get that. He set a lap around about half a second quicker than Ben on that particular lap 4. He's still got some work to do. He wants to track down Ben. Well, Boyd Senior is currently in 7th. It's broken away from not sure what's happened to Loshi. He was in this battle for a while. Then chasing down Steve Daniels at the stage for that 6th spot. Henry's just ahead of him. Further back, Damo and Moz. Damo's come up 3 spots. Moz has dropped 6th. Send a happy birthday shout out to Damo. 21 years young today, according to the man himself. Oh, 3 wide. Oh, where's Damo going? That was very ambitious from Damo there. Not sure what he was thinking. So it cost him a few spots. So we head back up and just battle for third. Can't believe the field has spread out so much, especially on a track like this. It's quite strange. I'm sure the inverted grid for race 2 will throw a bit of a spanner in the works for some of these boys. Okay, looks like Ben's running a few off tracks at the moment. Ben Faulkner, that is. Of course, every off track costs you valuable championship points. So as the white flag is now being shown. Has Ben got anything at all for Sean on this final lap? Sean going to convert this race to a podium. He's maintaining that 1.5 second lead over Jack in second at the moment. Looks like Sean has also got Ben well and truly covered off. So Henry gets a bit untidy through the chicane that time around. As Ben makes his way up through the final corner. Checkered flag is out. Will be Ben Faulkner, race 1. Jack Boyd will be home in second, followed by Sean Doyle. Ben Singer after that battle. And Henry Fenson, Steve Daniels, a good run home in 6th. Then Glenn Boyd, Wayne Losh, Steve Barker home in 9th. And Dean Logsdale round out the top 10 in race 1. All right, get straight into race 2 very shortly. I don't think we'll get much time for a grid, but we'll have a crack, see how we go. Donna's happy with her boy getting a podium finish. Yes, it was a very good, consistent race there from Sean as we try and bring up a grid. This is our inverted grid. So it's going to be Steve Barker and Dean Logsdale off the front row. Then it's going to be Wayne Losh and Glenn Boyd, followed by Henry Fenson and Steve Daniels. Then Sean Doyle, Ben Singer.
Only try
Row 5 is going to be Ben Faulkner and Jack Boyd. Then it'll be Moz and Darren Linus, followed by Dave Gogol and Brett Hadfield.
not just a word now, I mean it.
Campbell Hutton, Damien Seeger, Shannon Curry, Phil Paradiso. Lights are on, so we'll do away with the grid.
Green flag, green flag.
Looks like everybody gets away cleanly. It's going to be Loggers. Leads them into turn 1. This is really... Oh, we've got a spinner in the background. That might have been Brett Hadfield. Go back and have a look at that once the field settles down. So they make their way down the hill the first time. Loshy's up in 3rd. Steve Daniels is currently up in 4th. Some angry boys behind them. And, thanks, Big G. Yes, both Julian and I are doing really well. Loving the hot weather. Now that I'm not working, I don't have to go out and fix everyone's air conditioner. I'm absolutely loving it. So Dean continues to lead this opening lap. Down through the chicane. Steve Barker up into that 2nd. Loshy holding on to that 3rd. The boys will be required to do a pit stop or drive through the pits this race. Don't need to stop. Just do a drive through. Make their way up through the final turn to complete lap 1. It's still Loggers in front. Steve Barker, a lot of the boys are into the pits this time around. We've got Loshy, we've got Daniels, we've got Doyley and Ben Faulkner all doing their drive through this time around as Loggers continues. Steve Barker's not letting him go at this stage. The 2 Boyds run 4th and 5th. Oh, Steve's looking for a way through. I think Loggers is going to give that up quite so easily and doesn't. These boys should be battling or just trying to build that lead. They've got Henry under a 2nd behind them. He's a major threat to both of them, as are both the Boyds. Moz looking to have a better race in race 2 is already up 6 spots into that 6th position. Still Loggers leading. Henry has closed that gap down in 3rd though. Well, Jack Boyd's around about 2 seconds further back. So we're joined by Supernova Motorsports. Good job, VM. Not sure who VM is. As more boys peel off into the pits now. That's Ben Singer, Dave Gogol, Shannon Curry, Phil Paradiso, all into the pits. Getting this compulsory drive-through pit lane out of the way. So we've now got a 3-way battle at the front. As I said, these boys have got a fairly big lead, so the smart thing would be to not battle with each other and try and build on that. So, oh, who's that? That's Steve Barker that's gone off. What happened to Steve? Let's go back and have a quick look. Did he get a touch from... Oh, he did. He got a tap from Henry. Wow. He's managed to gather it up before hitting the wall, which is good. That's never good to see, though. So you can see on the timing tower now, the boys that have pitted. Not sure what's happened to... Oh no, Loshy's there. How many of these boys will actually pit? Oh, Damo's crashed. He's made it 2 from 2. Let's go and see what Damo's done this time. It is his birthday, so I suppose he's allowed a few liberties. VM is Vermilion Motorsports. Damo's just looped it all on his own there. So Vermilion is, if I'm correct, is Sean Doyle and Ben Faulkner. Where are the boys at the moment? So Sean has done his drive through the pits. He's currently down in 20th, and so has Ben, who is currently down in 18th. There's still loggers leads. Big G wishes Damo a happy birthday. I'll pass that on for you, G. As we're about to be joined in the studio by none other than the man himself. So Glenn Boyd has joined us in the studio. We won't annoy him because I'm not sure where he is. Oh, there he is. Currently in 4th.
Yep, not being assaulted anymore.
Who was assaulting you?
Everybody.
Oh, and Henry is making a play for the lead. Oh, look, it's got a little bit squirrely out of that hairpin, and I think that's it's allowed Henry through, but Jack is right on their tail now. Certainly close that gap down in a hurry. As both Jack and Dean dive into the pits. As does Glenn. So Henry has stayed out on his own.
Yeah, that first lap was hectic.
Big D, which is Graham Ellis, says, good evening to you on the chat, Glenn.
Good evening, Mr. G. I don't think I've had my holy water tonight, mate. Something's missing from the concoction.
So, just want to jump back and find. So this Jack. So I'm not sure what's happened to Ben Faulkner, but he is a long way out of this. He did his drive-through early. Didn't get any notification, but I wonder. Sure, we'll have to find out afterwards, but Ben Faulkner is currently down in 18th spot. So Henry still leads. He hasn't yet to do his drive through the pits. Steve Daniels on the radio. Not sure what that's about. Steve might have had an off track here. So he's tried to do... Oh no, he's just got into the back of Dave Nogle, and that's put both of them off track. Poor old Dave has a must have a sign on the back of his car. Doesn't look like we're getting all of the true indications for who pitted when. Unfortunately. But we know Henry hasn't pitted. But we know that Dean has. So Jack has pitted, Loggers has pitted, and so has Loshy, and so has Glenn. So this is effectively our front four, I'm guessing, at the moment. No pressure, Mr. Boyd, by the way. Unless, of course, you want a podium.
Well, I do have Loshy ahead of me, so you know what that means.
As Henry now goes through the pits, bundles along at the 40 k's or whatever the pit speed limit is. I can check this track actually. Henry's just leaving the pits now as here comes Jack. I think Jack's got the inside running. I think Jack's going to hold on to that. Henry's pretty keen to get it back though. So they race down the hill side by side. Should be Jack's corner. Henry tries the over-under. Jack says, not on my watch. Been around far too long for that. Henry now is going to try for the inside line at this next corner. Again, Jack says, not on my watch. I think Jack will be hoping that Loggers can get onto the back of Henry here and perhaps keep Henry entertained so that young Jack can slip away once he gets back up to speed. So, jump on board with Henry as they come down through the chicane. Got to watch out for off tracks here. Still Loggers and Loshy in behind there. This will definitely be a race to forget for young Ben Faulkner, who is still 12th. Not sure what happened to Sean either. They cross the line. Will be there. White flag should be out this time around. It's Marnie waving the white flag. Is Henry going to try and do anything about this for the win, or will he be comfortable just grabbing some points? In the background that Boyd Senior is keeping Loshy more than honest.
Yep, trying to keep the rivalry, unsightly rivalry, to a minimum.
I think Henry was actually flashing the lights there trying to put Jack off, but I think get up fairly early in the morning for that to happen. Jack goes defensive into the hairpin. That should give him a better run out because he's on the racing line, and it has. So he's covered Henry off for that move. As Henry now goes wide, looking for the big run out of the last turn. Again, Jack too smart for that move. Oh, it's a dash to the line. Wow. I didn't think it was going to be that close, but Jack does hold on for the win.
Yep, under a tenth.
Wow. Well done to Henry. He didn't give that one away. He tried a few different things to unsettle Jack, but Jack comes away with the win. So, 2 races, 2 different winners so far. All right, I think we've got a fairly big inversion for the feature race as well, which is obviously a longer race and a pit stop for tyres. So it could be an interesting finale to this round. So stick around. We're just going to have a short 5-minute break and we will be back with the feature very shortly. Who was giving you grief in All right, everyone, welcome back. Boys are about to grid up for the feature race. I'm going to see if we can quickly get a grid up. I'm pretty sure that the inversion is the top 6. Oops, no, hang on. I think that, here we go. Let's try it now. Okay, so it's going to be Moz and Glenn Boyd from row 1. Row 2 will be Loshi and Loggers, Dean Logsdale. Then it's going to be Jack Boyd and Henry Fenson,
We've got to stop for all 4 tyres.
followed by Darren Linus and Ben Singer.
Stop for all
And
4
it's
tyres.
Damo and Steve Barker,
For me.
followed by Ben Faulkner and Dave Gogol on row 6. Then it's Rob McGrath, Steve Daniels, row 7. Brett Hadfield, Shannon Curry, row 8. And the lights are on, so we will abandon our grid. And
Green, green, green.
looks like Moz got a good start, Glenn, and Loggers both bogged it down off the start line there. Just even Loshi and Henry full way through. It's side by side, 2 by 2 down the hill. Hopefully everybody gets this sorted before they get to the right-hander, which I think they have. 16 lap race, pit stop for tyres this time around. As Moz leads the way, this opening lap from Loggers. It's Loshi up into 3rd now. Henry tucked in behind him. Then it's Glenn Boyd, Jack Boyd, Darren Linus, Ben Faulkner up 4 spots already into 8. And Ben Singer and Steve Barker. Sean is also up 4 spots. He's up into 16th. This opening lap. So Damo sent a message during the break over the YouTube chat saying that he reckons his car's got more weight. He's claiming that's not because of the driver, but I can pretty much imagine that being his birthday, he hasn't been shy with the birthday cake and sweets. Maybe a few alcoholic beverages planned for later tonight. So Damo, I'm sure if we send out a message to everybody out there in the broadcast land, I'm sure everybody will donate towards getting you either a gym membership or some sort of diet plan. I'm sure there's people out there that can assist you, because I can guarantee it's not the car, it's the driver. As we get back to the racing now, and a few boys have jumped into the pits on lap 1. So from 19th, it was Scotty Harvey and Sean Doyle both jumped in. Get those pit stops out the way early. See how that strategy plays out for them a bit later on. So still Moz nearly a second now over Loggers. But oh, who was that went up? That was young Jack on Loshi. I think Loshi left the door open, let him through. Not sure that Loshi's going to be that keen to let everybody else through though. As I think Glenn was keen to follow him through. Oh, not 2 by 2s through the chicane, boys. That doesn't work. They get it all sorted.
No. Sorted.
Great for TV, not so good for the heart rate for. Oh, Loshi, has Loshi got a slowdown or what's happening there?
Lost a little bit of front end grip.
He's only lost the 1 spot, so. very close at the front. So Darren Linus now puts Loshi under a little bit of pressure. Darren's still holding down that 7th spot, which is where he started. So Brett Hadfield now is into the pits as well. Pretty keen to get past Lossie. So Lossie looks. I think Lossie's just trying to get away from Bazza here, Glenn. Oh, they've sort of hung Glenn out to dry a little bit. Go 2 by 2 down the hill again. It's a good little battle this for 5th, 6th and 7th. Dean Logsdale. It's been passed by young Jack. Henry's in that 4th spot. So Ben Faulkner has done his pit stop. He's currently in 16, but the first of the boys to have done pit stop. On lap 4. About to complete lap 4. So Jack sets the fastest lap of the race that time around, a 1:41.691, and goes to the front. There was too much resistance there from Moz. Moz is happy to settle in behind and follow Jack around for a few laps. It's David Logsdale. So now into the pits, get his pit stop out of the way. Dino now looks to put a bit of pressure on Moz. Henry's closed right in on the back of this group as well. Oh no, Henry, not a good spot. Don't think you can get an overtake done through that chicane. Dives very deep under brakes into the hairpin and gets the move done on Dino, who quickly thinks about diving to the inside, thinks better of it. So Henry runs a defensive line up into the final corner. Mr. Boyd Senior has attracted a real crowd there.
Yeah, I'm very popular tonight.
You are. Darren Linus now has completed his pit stop on lap 5. Being overtaken now by Ben Faulkner. Front 4 now broken away by about just over 5 seconds back to Glenn Boyd in 5th. He still has Loshi and Ben Singer and Dave Gogol company. So we head back and check out our second group. Oh, as a few of them now peel into the pits. Loshi's into the pits. Dave Gogol has stayed out. So has Glenn at the stage. While Moz is coming under increasing pressure from both. Oh no, Henry has now got through on Moz. Did I say that? Loggers is keen to do the same. Right, I'm board with Dean. Through to complete lap 7. So everybody is staying out. Our front 4. So he is keen to try and reach that gap to Jack, which is now under a second, or just as I say that, it blows back out to a second. Further back. This is Ben Faulkner, who has made his way up inside the top 10. He's currently 10th now. He is ahead of both Ben Singer and Loshi, so maybe that early pit stop did pay dividends. Ben currently has the quickest pit lane time. It's a fairly lonely race. So we head back up front. Moz is still putting Henry under a bit of pressure. Dean has actually dropped off the back of this now by around about a second. Just under a second. Yeah. Close up under brakes for the hairpin. Yet again, front 4 all stay out. They commence lap 9. Halfway point as Glenn Boyd into the pits, followed by Steve Barker. Loggers now is over a second and a half off this group, so he may have just cooked the tyres a little bit too early. A bit hard early, which is costing him some valuable lap time. So Ben Faulkner now continues to climb up the leaderboard. He's now up into 5th. So it is in fact Ben who is first of our guys that have pitted. Obviously our front 4 haven't pitted yet. Expect they will do so very shortly. So come through to complete lap 9 this time around. And I think Dino's had enough of those tyres. So both Dino and Jack have jumped into the pits. Meanwhile, Moz and Henry have stayed out. So we head back and this battle for what is effectively 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. I only include 6th in that as well. That's Ben Singer just up ahead of Glenn. Gosh, he thinks about a move to the hairpin. Decides to abandon that idea and stay on the racing line. Over to lap 10, and still Henry and Moz have stayed out. Interestingly enough, Jack Boyd has pitted and come out ahead of young Ben. So we saw in race 3 last round, the boys don't give much quarter, so it's going to be interesting last 6 laps or so. So it is Dean that's currently a couple of seconds behind these two boys, but of course both Moz and Henry are now into the pits, so they will be exiting the pits, I would imagine, as these two boys come around. So this is going to turn into a 4-way battle. As I said, Loggers is only a couple of seconds further back. Just waiting to see where Henry and so Henry is out. Henry has come out right behind Ben. Moz, in the meantime, was a little bit slow in his pit stop, which has allowed Loggers to get through. Moz was nearly 2 seconds slower on that pit stop, which has cost him dearly, but our front 3 are well and truly locked together on lap 11. So Ben has made his way through on Jack. We've got a crasher further back, which was Darren Lyons. What's happening now? Oh, he's just looped it on his own. Sean Doyle managed to avoid it. Go back and have a look at this this overtake. see what happened here. So this is when Ben actually took the lead. Managed to get up the inside of Jack. Jack's given him room. It's now put Ben leading, but there's a bit of scraping of panels there. So Henry tries to engage. Trouble is if Henry gets too heavily involved in a scrap with young Jack, that's going to let Ben scamper off up the road. These boys need to work together to try and keep Ben, as we saw in race 1. Ben has certainly got a bit of speed, so they need to try and make sure they stay within touching distance of Ben. As Jack thinks about a move up the inside at the same corner where Ben got through on the previous lap, but no way through that time. It's a little bit wide into this back straight. Moves across the track to try and break the toe. Across the stripe to commence lap 13. 4 laps to go as Jack Boyd sets the fastest lap of the race on 1:41.6. Just marginally quicker than Ben. Time around. All over the back of this. Jack going to try the same move that Ben. I think Jack's just happy to harass at the moment. Thinks about moving out of it. Jack just keeps showing half a nose to Ben, just letting him know he's still there. Moves to the inside for the hairpin. I think he's gonna squeeze. Ben gives him plenty of room. It's side by side, heading up to the final turn. Ben will have the inside run. Jack's gonna try switch back. Again, side by side as they cross the stripe. Oh dear. Still Ben leading. Henry sitting back, watching this unfold. Jack tries to get through. Henry's closed right up onto the rear bumper of Jack, but no way through. Jack gets a tighter run onto this back straight. So Ben again runs wide. Everything all right back there, Mr. Boyd?
I think the tyres are cooked.
Ben's gone in deep. That's definitely opened the door for Jack, but again, he's going to be on the wrong side for... Looks to try and do the switch back. Two laps to go. These boys are locked together. Sure where Jack is planning this move, but we know that Jack is planning a move. Sits right up behind. Oh, just backed out of it at the last minute through the chicane there. About to commence the last lap. Still anyone's race. Oh. Jack is definitely carrying more corner speed, but track position is king. That's what Ben has at the moment. So on the final lap. The saying goes, it's now or never. Down the hill for the final time. Now they start to climb back up. And still running a very defensive line. He's entitled to on the last lap. This is the section where Jack seems to get a better run onto the back straight, but this time he follows Ben through. I'm guessing if it's going to be anywhere, it's going to be the hairpin. Ben moves across, goes really defensive this time. Jack gives him a little bit of a tap. Oh. A little bit of fender bending going on here. It will be Ben that takes the win. Jack will get home second. Henry home in third. Was some fairly aggressive maneuvers on the final lap. Dean Logsdale gets home in fourth. Good run from Dino. Then Moz home in fifth. Ben Singer home in sixth. Then Loshi seventh. Steve Barker in eighth. Glenn Boyd home in ninth. Dave Gogol home in 10th. Then Damo. Oh, as somebody crosses the line backwards. I'm not sure who that... I reckon that might be Darren Linus. We'll get some official results up very shortly. Let's have a look and see what Darren was up to. Crossed the line backwards, so... Through the final corner. Oh, he's just looped it all on his own. Sideways across the track, throws it into reverse and decides that reverse is the easiest and quickest way home. We'll pay that. All right, we'll get some official results up for you very shortly. We just got to wait for. See if we can get some results up. There we go. So it was Ben Faulkner home over Jack Boyd second, Henry Fenson third, then Dean Logsdale, Mosmeroz home in fifth, then Ben Singer, Wayne Losh, Steve Barker, Glenn Boyd, Dave Gogol. As we flip the page, it was Damo just outside the top 10 in 11th, then Rob McGrath, Steve Daniels Jr., Sean Doyle, Scott Harvey, Campbell Hutton, Darren Linus, Phil Paradiso, David Longsdale, Brett Hadfield home in 20th. And Shannon Curry, who didn't take to the grid in that final race. How did you find that, Mr. Boyd?
Yeah, I think it was good racing, hard to pass anywhere, and one mistake, as you've seen, actually two mistakes from me, two pretty horrible ones, but yeah, once you sort of fall off the train, and yeah, it was a good night of racing, but this Donington's, yeah, it's a killer track, and it's hard to get a good result. Henry's good at it, Jack's good at it, Ben's exceptional at it, so yeah, it's good though.
Well, that it's interesting. So what's your overall opinion after 3 rounds with the 86? Has it been improved on previous models, or do you find it still a little bit twitchy?
I find it needs tuning a lot. That's just my take on it. Ben's might be different, but I find that, yeah, if I was, like the other night, test session at Adelaide, I was tuning it because, yeah, it's just not so great out of the box, unfortunately. Again, depends on the weather. Not sure what weather we were running tonight, but yeah, a lot of understeer, and like I said earlier, the more laps you do, the more you get, more precise you got to be. And it's always hard following a car through the chicane. Easy to slow down, but overall, I'm enjoying it. I don't mind, so yeah, it's good.
Cool. All right, well, let's head over to our third place finisher in the feature, Henry.
How you going?
Good. How did you find the racing tonight?
Yeah, it was all right. I'm not a fan of this track, but and just struggling with this car. It's very tricky to drive. So yeah, it was pretty hard. I picked up a lot of incidents off tracks tonight, so might hurt a bit, but yeah, it was good fun. The racing was pretty good. Yeah, it was a bit. Didn't know what to do at the end there, if I wanted to get involved in that or just watch it.
probably safer just to watch, I think.
It felt like the better option.
Yeah, it was probably the safest option. I don't know about the best option, but definitely the safest. And Ben,
What?
another win. Was
Yeah, I managed to pull it together.
that was a bit of a challenge. I don't know what happened in race 2. Did you drop back?
A couple of people spun into pit lane as I was going in, so I got a meatball, and then I had to sort of work my way back up. I think I managed to get P12 luckily, and then yeah, had to put my head down for this race.
And that it's becoming a weekly thing, isn't it? The last lap battle at the front with multiple cars.
Yeah, I mean it's almost impossible to pull away at this track unless you've got like a 5/10 advantage on pace. Like I managed to get a bit of a gap in the first one, but yeah, once everyone sort of got used to the track and where my lines and other people's lines were, everyone sort of got up to the pace and everyone's pretty close. So at the end, it's pretty tight at the end there.
So how obviously you enjoy driving the 86.
Yeah, it's a good car to battle. It's easy to just jump in and sort of have a good race, and don't have to do too much practice for it. Like I jumped in, I think, with 20 minutes left of practice and did some laps, and yeah, it was good fun. And then obviously because it's a low-powered car, it's really close and good racing. So yeah, and I always enjoy it.
So, what's your take on? I mean, obviously, I know you've raced the Toyota 86 quite a bit. So, after the iRacing update, is it definitely improved, or are your thoughts sort of?
It feels more realistic. I think it's less bouncy like it was before. So over the curbs, it was a bit more predictable. I don't mind how it was before. I probably was better in the old car, but this new car, I'm slowly getting used to the mechanics of it, and it's got little tricks that you have to sort of use to find the extra pace. And yeah, same as the old car, really.
Okay, cool. And of course, we'll have to send a shout out to our birthday boy who has joined us in the broadcast.
Yeah, that'll be me. How are you?
21 today, Damo?
Oh no, let's not lie to everybody, mate. 26.
Okay.
There was no birthday gifts for me though on the racetrack. That's for sure. It was a pretty tough night for me. I think the car's still a little bit slow. It's not the driver. A lot of people think that, but the reality is it's the car.
I might just I'll let you know, Damo, that we were actually on you on the broadcast when you got to the hairpin and decided that brakes weren't mandatory.
Yeah, again, I think I don't know. I don't know. Could have even been the Boyds. I'm not accusing anybody, but they were sniffing around my brake lines. So I don't know. Maybe it was them.
Maybe.
I believe definitely mechanical failure. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Failure. It could have been. Again, it's not driver error. I've done all the testing and I looked at all the historical data, and it's not the driver. That's my conclusion.
Okay. And I see you. I see
you. Like you don't believe me, mate.
Look, I'm just a commentator. I leave it to the people out there in the broadcast land to make their own.
Yeah. Look, I apologise to Dave Gogol. He got caught up in it. I did miss my brake marker.
I thought, Dave. Yeah, I noticed Moz hasn't joined us. Is that?
I think he was in real need of food. So
he was hungry.
I think, I think Hungry Moz has headed for the kitchen rather than come and join the commentary.
Wow. Well, at least we know that Moz thinks more of his stomach than he does of the
rest
broadcasting team. Yep. That's been noted. That's gone in the little black book.
Oh, well, the stomach just proves that, I reckon.
All right, we'll send some shout outs. Let's start with Henry. Got any shout outs, Henry?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank all the boys at Evolution Sim Sports, ABR Setup Shop, Graham and Electrical Data, Premium Designs, Cataclysm Computers, Skid Kings, JJ and SC Raceware, iRacing Down Under, Premium Cinematography, Down Under Sim TV. Thanks to you guys for putting on the series, and thanks to Greg for another broadcast.
No worries. And Ben?
All the boys at Million Esports, Lewis Greathead Online Coaching, Ben Faulkner Media, Pace Wealth Fund, 27 Designs, Highway Setups. Thanks to my dad, and it was his birthday a couple of days ago, so happy birthday to him. And yeah, all you boys have been on a great league.
No worries. And Mr. Boyd, on behalf of Boyd Racing, any shout outs?
One to Damo. He's present. Well, she arrives later through the tradesman's entrance, so you enjoy that, mate. That's on the Boyd Racing. Thanks to everyone for coming out, and shout out to number one fan. Cheers, boys.
Wow, I'm really curious now.
Wait and see.
No, I don't think we can stream that on YouTube anymore, can we? We'll get banned again.
Hey, we're on a streak at the moment for non-bans, so I think let's just drop that whole topic.
All right. Anybody else want to send any shout outs?
Thanks to you, mate, and thanks for everybody for coming out. It's a good night. Love watching the broadcast back and seeing the battles at the front of the pack. They looked pretty epic tonight. So yeah, well done. Good job.
All right, and I just want to send a shout out to the boys, the admin boys as well, to Damo, Loshy, Moz, who decided his belly was more important than us. But
Right.
And Daz, of course, that's our incredible admin team for this league. They do a fantastic job every week, keeping everyone under control. I must say, after 3 rounds, the racing has probably been some of the best I've seen for a while. So keep up the good work. And yeah, hopefully round 4 next week at Canadian Motorsport Park brings some more good racing. So until then, everyone stay safe. And we'll catch you all again at 7 p.m. next Wednesday.